Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us is the 2023 BMW 228i Gran Coupe, finished off in black sapphire metallic. We'll go over the MSRP once we go over all of these features and specs and what this entry-level sedan has to offer. So we'll start off with what's underneath the hood, which is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission that pumps out 228 horsepower, 256 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the front wheels. This weighs in right around 3,300 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 5 seconds with a top speed of 130. And as far as fuel economy goes, you'll get around 24 miles to gallon in the city and 34 out on the highway. So it's a very economical and sporty base level or entry level sedan from BMW. So let's work our way to the exterior styling now, where this has the kidney grille finished off in gloss black. There's even active grille shutters as well, so those will open and close to provide even more aerodynamics, along with all of the cutouts in the lower section. There's massive ones on each side of that forward-facing sensor, which is a part of the adaptive cruise. Now this even has LED headlights, DRLs, turn signals, and the fog lights, which are nicely placed down below, and some cool lines coming down both sides of the hood. Really gives this a sporty front end, especially for the price. I think it goes together very nicely. Now, having the M Sport package on this specific model gives it these 19-inch wheels with the two-tone design and that M badge as well. This does have the basic brakes, however. Has body-colored side mirrors with the integrated turn signal, a full moonroof as well. And all of the rest of the trim is blacked out. So all of the window trim is blacked out. There's a little bit of plastic in that lower side skirt, but I do like the rest of the lines that flow nicely. This has more of that coupe-like design to it for that rear glass. So even though it is a sedan, it has more of that sportback style to it, which definitely gives it a good look, along with having this small trunk-mounted spoiler to give it more of that sporty look. This has a backup camera, all of the parking sensors, even some gray trim in that lower diffuser, and the dual exhaust on each side. Now, as we move on to the cargo space, of course, you can use the button on the key fob or this hidden button to the left of that backup camera. And there is a lot of space. For the smaller size vehicle, you definitely have plenty of room. You even have more storage underneath the floor for some smaller items that you don't want to roll around. And you can even fold down the back seats too. So that makes it a lot more practical if this is your only vehicle. Now there is a grab handle on both sides, so you can grab that and then push the top of the trunk lid in order to close it the rest of the way. Now, working our way to these back seats, we have the magma red leather interior combined with the exterior black. Really nice to see that. Door panel's pretty simple. Window control, brushed aluminum for the release handle. That's about it, along with the storage space that you would normally get. And then at 5'10", I do have the front seat back just a little bit farther at the moment, but I still have a good amount of room. There's climate adjustments along with the USB-Cs, and then you even get the armrest by pulling on this tab, along with 2 cup holders. So that is of course great to have. And you can even fold down this middle seat too, if you need a little bit more access to the trunk from here. And you'll notice really no blind spots all around. You get a lot of visibility, especially with the full moonroof opened up. And it is a little bit on the tighter side. Like I said, it's a smaller sedan, but the back seats are still functional. Front seats have all of the window controls, side mirror adjustments, which are power folding. You even get memory seating adjustments too. Pretty impressive to see. There's a trunk release and more storage space along with that M badge. And we get beautiful red leather seats for the front. They are automatic with the 1 manual adjustment if you need a little bit more leg comfort. And it's easy to enter and exit the sedan. You don't have to reach too far to grab that door. And then we can fire this up to go through all of the interior features. And so with the digital gauge cluster, you can see right now fuel level and the miles per hour on that left side with the tach and the engine temperature on the right. I can use this button over here to go through a lot more info, like the live readout for your horsepower and torque. You can even pull up the G-force meter, look at your music. You can see what gear the vehicle is in, along with the driving mode too, so it's currently in comfort. There's also a live readout for MPG, and that is it, along with the navigation or the map that you see right in the middle. So it gives you everything that you need, which is nice. We have full black leather for the steering wheel. It's an M steering wheel, of course. It's also heated. All of the cruise control adjustments, volume and tuning, even Bluetooth. The dial in the middle is for your audio. So you can push on that and go from your AM to your FM. We even have steering wheel mounted paddle shifters finished off in that brushed aluminum. Now on this left side are all the headlight adjustments. There's even a small storage bin, so you can place some items there as needed. Really cool intricate pattern throughout this trim that you also noticed just above that speaker. It makes its way underneath the center infotainment system, where you'll see there's a good bit of information. On the home screen, there's navigation along with music and phone. You also have some data information and the compass. You can even add some items too, just depending on what you like to use. And on the left side, these are all shortcuts or presets to get you all of this information. So you can use that as needed, of course, and quickly get to it. Now under car, you even have some more driving information to go through. You can pull up these sport displays. Pretty cool to see that in this style of a vehicle. So you can monitor that along with all of these other vitals that are important to see. You can go into these settings and control all of this and configure it the way that you'd like to, of course. So you have a lot of different settings to go into. You can even pull up the owner's manual as well. And this does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use those as needed along with other apps that you may want to have. And as you can tell, I was not using that as a touch screen because we have this dial down below along with all these shortcuts, so you can quickly get to all of that information. So I really like the layout and the user friendliness between touchscreen and all those controls down below. Now right in the middle is a small LCD screen for the climate. So there's the fan speed, temperature dials on both sides. You even have a shortcut to the intelligent safety for all of these standard safety features, which is of course great. Now these are heated seats. You have all of the other recirc and AC adjustments right in the middle there. And this does have a physical button for power and volume for the radio, all of the presets, even tuning, and we get a wireless charging pad. Pretty cool to see. That's not new technology, but it's nice to have, of course. There's cup holders, a 12 volt and a USB. And then for the shifter, by putting it into reverse, you'll see the backup camera up here along with the guidelines. We also have the manual settings, so you can use these paddle shifters, and then park is on the back side of that. Now this also has traction control along with the parking sensors. There's the engine start stop feature and the different driving modes. So this has sport mode with a few settings. There's one setting for comfort and then a few for eco. So depending on your driving style, there's the auto hold along with the electronic parking brake, and actually a decent amount of room for this center armrest. You also have a lot more space in the glove box for all of that information. And with that full moonroof, it gives you a lot of light for this interior, as well as being able to have a lot of visibility all around, which is great to see. You can adjust the sunshade and the sunroof right in the middle here, and then the dome lights are on both sides. But now let's go ahead and get this out on the road. And a mild acceleration, we're up to speed. Like I said, this is not a heavy sedan, but it will get up and move. And then when you're ready, you can pop it back into a more dialed back setting and just cruise. This is very comfortable and quiet, as you would expect from BMW. There's really been no road noise. There's no wind noise that I can hear at the moment. And taking that turn at a normal speed, it handles it well. I am thoroughly impressed with what you can get for this price tag. Now, of course, you could get some other options. I don't think that this one is fully spec'd out. So I believe that you could get some other trim accents, maybe just a few other creature comforts, depending on what you're looking to get and what your budget is. But the average price of a new car is essentially what we're sitting in right now. So this is an affordable car for most people at the average price point. You could easily get into this BMW and have that BMW badge every time you drive this. So I think that is pretty cool how BMW has some of these entry-level options and models that you can go with, so you can still get a BMW over some of the other competitors that still have a similar price. And we're gonna pop it back into sport mode because we'll do another acceleration from second gear. And here we go. Very smooth in those shifts as well. It's going to provide you with a nice, comfortable ride. And I think that is going to wrap it up for this walk around review and test drive behind the wheel of the 2023 BMW 228i Gran Coupe. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.